I love coming to TMI. I know, it's weird, right? Why in the world would I love coming to this school? This place that gives us so much work we don't get to sleep, that takes up so much of our lives we struggle to find time for anything else, and that has a rather impressive ability to drive all of us crazy. What could possibly make me love this place? It's the community. This incredible TMI community and the people here are why I love coming to this school. I have been a part of the TMI community my entire life. In fact, I'm alive because of it. Not really in a this school has saved me sort of way. It's more of a I was born because of it kind of thing. My parents met here at TMI in 1992 when my mother started as a new biology teacher here. My dad, Mr. Rupe, had already been teaching here as a fine arts teacher for 2 years. They got married in 1995, and then I was born 5 years later. Ever since then, I have been coming to this school. I grew up coming to TMI football games where the stands were packed full of cheering TMI students. Homecoming carnivals where the entire TMI community, students, faculty, and even alumni came together just to have some fun. And school plays in which students put on some truly outstanding performances. Throughout my life, this school and the people here have been like a second home and a second family to me. I have spent countless hours on this campus, roaming the halls, playing in the fields, just hanging out in my dad's office, or playing with clay in the ceramics building. Some of the faculty here has known me since I was a small child, and there are more people in this chapel who have seen me in a diaper than I would care to admit. Almost every day, I have teachers and faculty members here who like to tell me how much I've grown or how big I've gotten, or how they remember me from way back when. For the past 17 years, I have grown up at this school, and this incredible TMI community has shaped who I've become. This school has also helped me through some of the hardest times of my life. For the 2.5 years that my mother fought her battle with cancer, the TMI community was one of my family's greatest supporters. Just the sheer amount of love and support that came from this school was an unbelievable blessing to my family and me. When my mother eventually died from her disease in 2012, the outpouring of support from TMI was incredible. Losing my mother was by far the hardest thing that I have ever had to deal with. Just the sheer amount of pain, grief, and confusion that came with that loss made it nearly impossible to even form a coherent thought. But the TMI community helped me through it. When my family held the memorial service for my mother, TMI let us use this chapel, and Father Nate helped to conduct the service. My family was constantly reminded that this community, hundreds of people, most of whom I had never met, were here supporting us, caring for us, and willing to help however they could. It became very apparent to me that I was a part of this loving and compassionate community. And knowing that, especially after a great loss, is something that is unbelievably comforting, to say the least. And that was all before I was even a student at TMI. When I started going to school here in 8th grade, I quickly realized that as a student here, you are a greater part of this community than any teacher's kid could ever be. As a student here, you have the opportunity to take full advantage of this school, its resources, and this community every single day. Because of this, I've been able to do and accomplish things that I never thought possible. I have taken more honors and AP classes throughout my time here than I ever thought I would when I first started at this school. I was able to do this because of the teachers, staff, and coaches here who encourage students to challenge themselves and are there to support students when they need it. The teachers here genuinely want to see if their students succeed, and they are willing to share their knowledge and do what they can to support you and help you succeed. Even the students here want to see each other do well. They're willing to help each other in any way they can. And this community has allowed me to do so much more than just challenge myself academically. Thanks to some incredible coaches, some skilled and dedicated teammates, and a very sassy doctor, I was able to be a part of a soccer team that won a state championship. Before my 8th grade year, my only soccer experience had been YMCA soccer. Last year, I was able to go to a state track meet for the 110-meter hurdles, an event that I had never even thought of trying until my sophomore year. I was able to do that because of my track coach, who saw what I was capable of and challenged me to improve myself each and every day. These experiences helped build my confidence and allowed me to grow as a person and attempt new challenges far beyond my comfort zone. As many of you know, I am not the most outgoing person in the world. In 8th grade, I could hardly stand up and recite a poem in class without having a nervous breakdown. But last year, I ran for student council, and here I am now, giving this talk to all of you today. I am comfortable talking here in front of all of you because I am a part of this community. I have made deep and lasting friendships with the people here, and I can honestly say that I have friends in every grade at this school. I am and will forever be grateful of what this community has allowed me to accomplish. So as I mentioned earlier, I love coming to TMI because of the community here and because of the people in it. This is a community that allows you to grow as a person and discover what you are capable of. It is a community that will constantly push you to challenge yourself and that will allow you to do some incredible things. It is a community that will be there to support you when you need it and will help you through whatever difficulties you might be facing in life. And the best part is, you don't have to have been raised here to be a part of this. Each and every one of you in this chapel is already a part of this incredible TMI community. So don't take it for granted. Take advantage of it and be an active member of this school. Allow yourself to play a positive role here and let TMI support you and show you what you are capable of. I promise, if you do, you won't regret it. You might even start to love coming to this school. Thank you.